Alright, welcome back. In the last couple of videos we went over creating the initial sitrep report. Now I want to go over how you update a sitrep report once you've already created one. The process is just a little bit different as far as starting the sitrep report, but once you start the sitrep report, everything is the same. The form is the same. Well, I shouldn't say that. There's a couple buttons so you can view history so that you're not so confused, or if you're coming in behind somebody else you can see what they've done. But the best way, as usual, is to just jump in and do it. So we want to create an update report, and in order to do so we need to click this button right here. However, we need to tell the system what report we want to update. If we try clicking this button now, it'll let us log in, but when we log in it says please select a report, so we need to select a report here before we log in. So we're going to click down here and we're going to update that the current explosion, which is the last report we did when we created our initial report. So we choose that report, and you can see the drop down list gives us the situation report ID, the name of the event, and the location to help narrow it down. So we click that, click the update report, and then we get the login screen. Then we're going to do our normal process of logging in by putting in our username and then our password, and then the update report opens up. Now there's some subtle differences in this one, but it's almost identical to the other one. The subtle difference is there's an update ID as well as an SSR ID, or situation report identification number, and this is just, once again, database stuff so that there's always a unique number and they can't be misinterpreted as other reports. Other than that, it's published all of our user information again, the report date and time, but in addition to that it's also published all of the event stuff, so we don't have to enter any of this stuff again, other than we have to re-enter an estimated population affected because that may have changed. So we're going to say it's 220 because we said it was 200 in the last time. And then we can enter the level 1 op area and then just continue to move through the form. Now, what I was talking about the history and seeing what other people do, when you get to this current situation or current priorities and things along those lines, if you're coming in on a new shift or working in an EOC where the other crew has already left, you're going to need to know what's been accomplished during their stay. So when you fill one of these out, we've included these view report history buttons here, and if you click this button here, it's going to say the preview was created, and it creates this report preview for you. And I'm going to go ahead and click zoom in, but you can see that it already gives me the ability to zoom in with the magnifying glass that's hovering there, or you can click the zoom button up here. I'm just going to click this. That is zoomed in the report. I'm going to scroll up and you can see that that's the information we put in there last time for the current situation, and this was on the initial report. Any updates that are created in this process, having problems with scrolling. Any updates that will be included in this process are going to be put in this line down here, and that will tell us any updates that occur in the same process. When you're done, you just click this close the report button, or you can even export this current situation history by itself to PDF and save it, but I'm just going to close it. Okay, so now it's closed, and there's a button like that for each one of them. There's one for current priorities and one for critical issues. But other than that, it's basically the same. And it also has the same close call rules. If I click save here, it's going to tell us that we need to enter a current situation. So I'm going to put in, this is the update current situation. And then, as usual, if I try it again, it's going to say what are your priorities. I'm going to put in none and none. And let's try saving this again. Oh, is this an advisory with no action required or an alert? So when I click OK, I forgot to check that it's an advisory. So now we're good to go. The save was a success. And then from there you just move on through the form as usual. Nothing else has changed. Everything's identical. And that's doing an update report. I hope this has helped. I'll see you in the next video where we're going to talk about printing reports, emailing them, and things along those lines. Thanks.